Welcome back, everyone, to WZDX Sports XTRA. It was a huge week for the Rocket City Trash Pandas. They added another key piece to the puzzle, and that's the hiring of the team manager. And I'm now joined by the one, the only, Jay Bell, two-time All-Star during his MLB career, and now he is the first manager of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Jay, welcome to North Alabama. How do you feel about being here and getting ready for the upcoming season?
I tell you, Mo, it has been a pleasure. It's been a whirlwind the last 2 days, but I have really enjoyed being back out in the Southeast, and to bring baseball back, professional baseball back to North Alabama is really special. And I know we've had a team down in Birmingham for a long time, but to bring it back into the to Madison and the Huntsville metro area, it's really exciting. It's exciting to be part of it.
Now, you've been all across the country with your pro career and coaching career. However, your roots are actually tied to the region growing up in Pensacola. Let's kind of talk about that.
Yeah, you know, I grew up there. My dad was military, so we were all over the world. He was 22 years in the Air Force, and both mom and dad grew up in the Pensacola area. So we went back there and settled in 1972. So I was there from 1972 to 1989. Went to Tate High School there in Gonzales, Florida, and it's where my mom went to high school. It's where Don Sutton graduated from high school, okay. So there was a really enjoyable place to grow up. We had good sports there. Ended up having an opportunity to play for a guy named Randy Putman, who is now the head coach down at Wallace State Junior College. Okay. He was my high school coach my senior year of high school. We won the national championship that year, and so, you know, my roots were in Pensacola, but a lot of my time was spent in Alabama. So to be able to spend the summers in the great state of Alabama, I'm really excited about.
So, with your roots being down there in Pensacola, I mean, I know you got to look forward to whenever the Trash Pandas are going to play the Blue Wahoo.
No doubt, no doubt. I am really excited about that. Listen, that's one of my favorite places to go play. Back whenever I was coaching in Mobile years ago, and the first year that the Wahoos came in, you know, I got to see a great ballpark. Quinn Studer did a fantastic job putting that together. It has revitalized the downtown Pensacola area, and it is what we expect here in this part in Rocket City.
Let's look back at your pro career. One of the most memorable moments of your career, Game 7, 2001 World Series. You are on third base, and Gonzales is right there trying to bring you in, and all of a sudden he does. Walk me through that entire moment.
But it was a great moment. I mean, I had gotten over to third after Tony Womack drove in the tying run. We ended up getting bases loaded after Craig Counsell got hit, and I'm standing over there with an umpire. The guy's name is Ed Rapuano, and Eddie Rapp and I were talking about it, and I'm like, man, this is kind of nerve-wracking. Right. And he was just, you know, he was enjoying it every bit as much as I was. Gonzo comes up with the infield drawn in, hits a jam shot blooper right over to Derek Jeter's head. I had the opportunity to come home and raise my arms in celebration, jump into Matt Williams' arms at home plate, and celebrate something that I'd been working towards for many years. And it was quite a celebration, quite a night. And you know, the nice thing for me is I had my wife and kids, my mom and dad, my brother, friends in the stands that I got to celebrate with.
Now, somebody else that was celebrating with you is the owner of the Trash Pandas. That's Ralph Nelson. Yeah. So talk about the impact as far as what he's made on your career, and also just knowing that your team is going to be run by somebody that you truly trust, and he kind of says the same thing about you.
Ralph and I have been talking about this over the last couple of days. He was there in the late 90s into the inaugural season in '98, and he was one of the first people that I met whenever I became a Diamondback. Again, we talked about it yesterday. I can't guarantee a championship, but you know, one of the things that I want to encourage my guys to do, I expect out of the players that I'm going to have, expect out of my staff, is to represent this city well, and we're looking forward to spending some time here and giving them a good product, going out there playing the game right, and it's exciting we're excited to get started.
We're sitting in the stadium that's still under construction, but it's just about done in general. When you kind of look around, can you imagine what the atmosphere is going to be like in a couple of months when the first pitch is thrown out?
What is so exciting so far is the fact that there's been so much fan support. We're getting close. I think that we've sold out all the boxes, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
You know, we're gonna have big crowds here. One of the things that I want my players to understand is that I want them to appreciate the fact that they are being supported. I want them to be involved in the community. If they get the amount of fan support that I think that we're going to get, they owe it to the community to be a part of it. And Ralph has hired some people that are going to make that happen. They are going to get the players out there and get them involved. And you know, there's going to be some players that end up saying, you know what, I like it here and want to stay here. So it really is. It's exciting to be able to in a position to have players come in and see how much support, see the beauty of this facility, and they're gonna to have a great experience. I believe the fans are going to have as much enjoyment with this ballpark as the players will have.
So Jay, you talked about being a part of a military family, especially down there in the Pensacola area. Huntsville is a huge military town with Redstone Arsenal literally being a stone's throw away from Toyota Stadium. So talk about the impact the military has had on your family, and also what do you think you're going to be able to do as far as impacting those guys who will come to see the game?
It has been a huge part of my life. Part of who I am is the structure of the military life. And I tell people all the time, I said, listen, I said, all I ever wanted to do was be an Air Force pilot, and baseball screwed up everything for me. and yet, you know, one of the things that I got to do after I was through, I got to scratch the itch. I learned to fly after I was done playing. That was one of the first things I did. I am a huge backer of the military. I love the fact that that baseball is so comparable to the military structure. There are leaders and you know, Art Moreno is my general, right? Mm-hmm. And then it works down from there. And you know, the beauty of my job is that I have the opportunity to lead a group of men. It's 25 players at a time, and whichever 25 that it is, I have an opportunity to lead my staff as well. Part of the way I grew up and part of my dad's leadership style was given to me, and you know, hopefully we can take full advantage of being right here. I look forward to spend some time over at the base and getting to know the area, and so I am thrilled to be part of it.
That sounds awesome. Well, we're joined by Jay Bell, the first manager of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. He's got a lot of good things prepared for the team and the fans as well. That'll do it for WZDX Sports XTRA Sunday Sit Down. Stay with us. We'll be right back.